Here we go. Hopefully. We'll see, anyway. We have resists, immunities.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
I guess we'll just take immunities to everything else. Okay. We've got Holy Aura, Haste.
Open your heart to me.
Okay.
Arayana, Ona, Arayana. You need me.
A bright future awaits us.
Ona, Arayana.
Something wrong?
This is a lot. What do you have? You don't have displacement on.
Now, hail, Urana. Ha! E! Ha! E! Retreat!
Okay. Hopefully this will work.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Cover me, all right? Stab you or zap you? Why not both? Distracting for me.
Come on. Dang, Woljif. What up, dude?
Leave a bruise.
I'll cut you wide open.
I'm all right. I'm all right. Kill is for you. This'll leave a bruise.
I don't think I've heard of ink. Unless it's an abbreviation for something. Well. We did a lot better that run. I think the issue is that I didn't do enough of my summons. I should have done more of my summons. And I should have popped my song that gives us saving throws. Those were mistakes. Those were mistakes. We've all got good hope on.
I'm here.
Fine.
Where else would I be?
You can trust me.
Yeah, everyone gets displacement. Seems legit. Ice 9 kills. Okay. That sounds... What kind of music is that? Is that like metal, alternative? I'm always down for new music. Always, dude. Okay.
World in crimson.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Cut you wide open.
Metal, but like only a handful of their songs, which I don't like. Give me 1 or 2 screams, I can handle that. Like all screams, not. Yeah, like if you've ever listened to Sleeping with Sirens, they're like a screamo band, but they only scream a little bit in their songs. So it's kind of nice. Okay. Can I move? Oh shit.
The spirits demand your blood.
I didn't mean to click you. Hello. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through, thank you.
Pain is excruciating.
Damn it. Frickin' tsunami bullshit. Fuck.
This is how it feels.
That's such an annoying spell. Ooh, that's cool. I love horror movies. That might be interesting. Where the hell is Woljif? Are you being held, Woljif? You know what?
No glory without risk. Attack.
Into the tunnel. Go into the tunnel.
Right.
Go in. You didn't go into the hole. Come on. Hide in the hole.
They'll beg me to stop. What?
They have a song based off the movie Evil Dead. Oh, I love Evil Dead. Ah, Evil Dead is such a good movie.
I shall not fail.
Dude, that's sick. Freaking love Evil Dead.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
No! Hey, hold on!
Open your heart to me.
Let us bide our
Ugh.
time.
Okay, so we have +2 more to everyone's saves. I have a feeling we can get this. I have a feeling we can get this. Alright, I think we can. We're gonna have everybody throw out some summons.
The spirits demand your blood.
Hold him off, Io.
I'm all right.
You are today's sacrifice.
This will leave a bruise.
Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. The other one is already here. Please be on our side. Yes, Nabasus, come on. No.
No match for me.
This pain. So this is how it feels.
I feel faint.
We were so close. Oh, we were so close. We killed the Balor and everything. What sucks is that no one is getting affected by my persuasion trickery thing at all.
Don't mind me.
Not even a little bit. Which sucks. Like, this is the fight that I would need it, dude.
I shall not fail.
Cover me, all right?
The world in crimson.
Kill is for you.
Retreat. No.
I'll cut you wide open. Pain is my pleasure. The spirits demand your blood.
The light. Take you. Leave a bruise. I'm all right. Leave a bruise. All right.
What a mess!
Why am I so slow? In the hole! Get in there.
This pain is excruciating.
Just let me in the fucking hole.
Learn from my mistake.
These Galu. I hate them. If it weren't for these Galu, this fight would be over. This fight would already be over. I hate these guys. They save against fucking everything. It's so stupid. They are the stupidest enemy in this game. And in this fight, they put in fucking 2 of them.
Trust me.
That is the stupidest shit I've ever fucking seen. Fuck.
Let us bide our time. Our duty calls.
Hang on.
A bright future awaits.
This one might be better, because this gives us +4 competency to ACs, which makes freaking Camellia's AC 60, Jesus. And gives us a +5 competence bonus to mind affecting saving throws, like hold monster. So maybe this will be better off. Maybe this song will be better. Oh god.
I'll cut you wide open.
Alright, I guess you're fighting now.
Spirits demand your blood.
I know, I won't stay on here forever, but
Into the fray.
The world in crimson. Your pain is my pleasure.
the light. Take
You are today's sacrifice.
No match for me. I'm all right. I'm all right. This'll leave a bruise.
Attack!
This pain is
Shit.
excruciating. So this is how it feels?
I feel faint. Learn from my mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to do story mode, but it's just impossible otherwise.
I'm gone. No contest.
For you!
Thank you for amusing me. Watch in there.
You have not. You have not led me astray. It was needed. We did what had to be done. There was no other way. I understand. It just
Follow
sucks.
my steps.
It just sucks. That's all.
Let's head out.
The world in crimson! Your pain is my pleasure.
Out of my sight!
A dear guest on my doorstep. Please do come in. You have been long awaited.
I can feel the madness radiating from you, Arilu. What has changed since last time we met?
Nothing at all.
Let's talk. We don't have to resolve everything with bloodshed.
We will talk. I promise. But not here. The path to your souls and the world wound's healing demands my death. The accursed threshold prison where everything began must be where everything comes to an end. So I invite you in once again. Cross this threshold. I'll be waiting for you in the heart of the fortress, in the place where the wound was opened.
So, Threed, can you let me know when I can change it back? Like, do I need to be story mode for this, for literally the rest of the game? Or, like, is there a point where I'm good to go? To just be back where I was?
So this is it then. The final push. The last battle where the great heroes will vanquish Arilu Vorlesh and close the world wound, ridding Galarian of a deadly threat. That is how the Chronicles will tell it, I'm sure. You know very well, my friend, that this was never my war. I was merely following the person who offered me protection. I could not have cared less where you led me. That was before. But now, I am surprised to find that I have something to lose. This battle could cost me something I never expected to find. Something I never aspired to. But something which I gained nonetheless. Us. The thought of losing that frightens me.
We'll go through this trial together, and afterward we can discuss our plans for the future.
Rush headlong into battle, come what may? I approve of this plan.
Chief, is there any chance, even a tiny one, that we can just, call this whole thing off now and go home? Before, I would have just made a run for it, but I can't do that now. Something is holding me back, and I really don't like the thought of leaving you high and dry. See what you turned me into?
Have I turned you into a hero, maybe?
If you want to send me to the front line, I ain't going, so don't even try that hero stuff on me. I'm gonna fight because I don't want to die. And because we're kind of friends now. And don't you go getting yourself killed either. I can't stand being sad, so just don't do that to me.
I promise you'll have no cause to be sad.
And I won't be. At least not for long. I've got plans, you know. Lots of them, like getting rich. I won't have time to be crying over dead heroes. But if you do survive, I'll make sure to cut you in. That reminds me, the Tiefling's merchandise is still at your disposal. So don't be afraid to ask if you find yourself in need of something.
Watch and learn.
Yo. Will you help us in battle? Any artifacts whose nature you wish to know, bring them. Alright. Cool.
This endeavor rushes toward its conclusion. I wish to speak with you. To be honest, I almost stopped believing that I would live to see this moment. It has been at least 50 years since I stopped hoping and believing it could happen. And yet, here we are, at the entrance to Threshold. All thanks to you. I have made a great many mistakes in my life, and I suppose I shall pay for every one of them, in this life or in the afterlife. But few mistakes became apparent to me as quickly and as painfully as my feud with you.
You should reflect on this mistake. Often.
You are being merciless, but I deserved that.
I have a request. When we win the Wardstones, the Wardstones will no longer be needed. Whatever happens to me, free the angels imprisoned inside them.
You are right. I shall fulfill your request, although it will be difficult. No one in Mendev knows the sacrifice that the creation of the Wardstones demanded. The stones themselves are seen as a symbol of hope and safety. To destroy them would be akin to dismantling the fortress walls around Mendev's cities. It will provoke suspicion and panic, even if the demons are defeated by that time. But the angels have done their duty and should be freed. Therefore, should we win, I shall carry out your request, even if it means losing the people's trust. Yes, of course.
A couple of experienced mercenaries for the coming assault. Either that or you will need to train. Okay. Cool. So it's just your normal Pathfinder stiff. Yeah.
Let us be careful.
Chief Soul.
At last, this irksome crusade is drawing to a close. All right, it hasn't been that irksome. All in all, it was a fine adventure, and the company was more than adequate. The most important outcome of today, of course, will be that I shall be immortalized in works of art depicting the Fifth Crusade as the most attractive crusader.
Well then.
And to the victory feast, I trust?
So, this is where it all ends. When I first crossed paths with you in Neathholm, I never thought I'd end up in the very heart of the world wound. You certainly know how to enjoy yourself. I suppose now is the time to thank you for that. After everything we've gone through together, it's strange to think that I once planned to spend my whole life in those horrible catacombs under Cronobris. I know this won't sound much in the spirit of the crusade, but betraying Hosilla was the best decision of my life.
You know what you're gonna do after we win?
Of course! I'll find the largest pile of spoils, sit down on it, and scare off anyone who even thinks of stealing any of it. It's almost as if you don't know me at all. Our years of exile have given us quite the score to settle. And today, the demons will pay for everything.
Hey! Well, are we gonna stick it to the demons one last time?
You're a true friend, Sela.
Back at you, friend. So, are we going to crush some demons? It's time to show them the door once and for all!
Hell yeah. Alright, so we're about to go. The final venture. Woo. Do we need to keep our difficulty or can we change it back? That's what I need to know. We'll try switching back if we can. But the danger lies not only within. The companions you don't take into that final battle will remain here to guard the approach to Threshold, and they must be ready to fight as well. Like, how ready? Do I need to level everyone up? Because I don't really want to do that, but... I guess we're doing it live. What up, Tobias? We switched to story mode, and got through all those tough fights, and we are about to go on the final push here on Threshold. It said my companions that I leave behind have to be ready to fight as well, so I'm leveling people up, even though I don't really want to. I don't know what they're gonna have to deal with, or if it's gonna make me play as them in some sort of like Dragon Age Origins final push type of situation, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, I really don't want to have to do all these. I really don't want to have to do all these. Just gonna... fuck it. We're good. We're going in. I'm not worrying about this. Well, if it comes down to a single fight that I have to do with them, I will switch it to story mode then. But I'm not dealing with that shit right now. It takes way too long. And we've been dealing with the end of this game for too long already.
Made to be broken.
You do not disappoint, my chosen. Your performance has been flawless. I hope you will continue to impress me and that you will do what needs to be done in the end. I have to go. Stay a moment longer. There is still a small matter I wish to address. I want to reward you for your loyalty. After all, you have accepted my profane gift. You have chosen to serve me. Therefore, I will bestow upon you a token of my favor. The world will know that you are my champion. I hereby crown you this wreath that I have woven from the darkest, most insidious shadow of the abyss. Wear it with pride. Ew. +8. Wow. You're cursed?
Smile. The world's not ending just
I'll
yet.
watch your back.
Oh my god, really? This curse of idiocy is going to be the death of me, dude. Oh my god, finally. Excellent. There you go. No, but there are enemies that drain charisma in this game, and if they drain her charisma, it being only 3, then she'll be screwed. And I'm not dealing with that. Not you! Yeah, charisma draining enemies will kill her in like 1 smack, so I'm not dealing with that.
Why not both?
Shit. Alright.
Tread lightly. I welcome your company.
Save the last one for me.
Skip the pleasantries.
Might be trapped, might be treasure.
I am helpful, am I not?
No glory without risk!
Oh my god.
This'll leave a bruise. I'm all right. I'm all right. fault.
What a mess! The world in crimson.
The waiting's never fun.
No reason to pause.
Rules are made to be broken.
Rely on me.
Don't mind me.
Everyone counts on me. Let's head out. Let us bide our time.
You can handle it.
Hello? We were in the tornado for a second there.
Distract them from me.
Oh, did you die again, dude? I'm so done with this entire place, to be honest. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna do story mode the whole rest of the freaking game because this is just annoying. It's just annoying. These fights aren't any more interesting or fun than any other fight. It's the same fights over and over and over again. So I'm done. The strategy is literally the same for every fucking fight. So I don't care.
Retreat already?
Just gonna finish the game.
Save the last one for me.
Look at that, level 20. I know the story's gonna be good. Yeah, that's the part that matters the most to me anyway. So it's all good. It's fine. I had Immusion to Confusion, Immusion to Mind-Affecting Effects, and now I'm an outsider.
Everyone counts on me.
Cool. Paladin!
A bright future awaits us.
I'll watch your back.
Immusion? Oh, immunity. I'm immune. I have immusion to confusion. I am confusion, apparently. Jesus. My bad. That was funny. There's nothing worth even taking here. Like, what's the point? What's the point? Doesn't matter.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Let's get you more health.
Missed me already.
I am immusion to confusion, baby.
Now, what is that?
Yeah, Darren got immusion to a bunch of things as well. Who the... Identification process complete. Crusaders recognized. Crusaders are enemies of Arilu Vorlesh. Initiating protocol. Communication with a potential ally. Step 1. A request. Crusader, I ask you to attack and kill me. Why? Necessity. My existence sustains the energies and integrity of the Threshold Fortress. The Threshold Fortress protects Arilu Vorlesh. Conclusion. My existence sustains the enemies of order. My existence must be terminated. Obstacle. Existing protocols. Self-destruction is prohibited. Self-defense is permitted. If you attack me, you will activate my self-defense protocols. I will defend myself. I will be destroyed in battle. This scenario fulfills the objective and does not contradict existing protocols. My death may cause some of the fortress's exterior structures to collapse. It may become difficult to return to the entrance of the fortress. What's going to happen if you die? Chaos will prevail. The defensive and load-bearing magical structures that sustain integrity of the threshold will be destroyed. There's a high risk that the fortress exterior walls and gates will collapse. However, my death will also destroy the defenses around the heart of the threshold where Arilu Vorlesh is situated. The heart of the threshold is the heart of the world twin. This location is currently inaccessible. Goodbye.
The heartbeat
What?
quickens.
Boy. Well, I'm doing it now. Whoa. Secret lab, secret lab, secret lab. Alright, that was suspicious. Oh.
Can't be dismissed as a calculation error. You knew failure was a possibility. Then why? Why?
I need answers.
Yes. It's decided. I will tell you the truth. Before we fight to the death. Would you like to know why I upended your life?
Knock yourself out. A villain monologuing in her own evil stronghold. Wouldn't want to miss that.
This place is my demi-plane. I created it when I was a prisoner in Threshold. I would slip away to conduct my rituals here in secret. This is where I decided to create what mortals would later call the World Wound. This is where I made all my preparations. Do you understand? Escaping was never my goal. I could have easily disappeared from Threshold. I could have passed through it like water through sand, but that wasn't my goal. Some believe that I brought Sarkoris to ruin out of revenge. And there is some truth to that. I had reason to take revenge. You didn't listen to my words in Iz, and you didn't find a way into the secret part of my laboratory. Otherwise, you would know what I'm talking about. My laboratory. The old house in the middle of nowhere that marked the entrance to my lab. It was the home of Arilu Vorlesh when I was still a mere mortal. I lived there with my son, away from the din of the crowd, and sheltered from the keen gaze of the Sarkorian witch hunters. It was a place where the reality of our world was in close proximity to the abyss. A place where I could study the magic forbidden to all Sarkorians. I thought I had hidden my home well, but I was wrong. They found it. They found us. At that hour, I was there, in the laboratory. That damned laboratory I loved so much. I was absorbed in one of my experiments when the hunters arrived on our doorstep. I was sitting at my desk, recording my observations, thoughts, and calculations, as was my habit. That's when I heard the noise outside. The fight was brief. It barely lasted a moment. By the time I sensed that something was amiss and hurried out to see what was happening, it was too late. All I could do was cradle the body of my dead child and cry after their departing soul. I promise
What does all this have to do with me?
Nothing, as it turns out. Look around you. This demi-plane. The first time I escaped from my cell and ran here, I was trying to resurrect my son. I tried many things, but all my efforts were in vain. The soul had already received Pharasma's judgment, and had been sent on the path determined by the gods. Into the abyss. And when I realized that, I rebelled. But not against my jailers. Not against those who had murdered my child. Not even against Sarkoris. My uprising was against destiny. Death, and the laws that the gods had forced upon our lives. I realized then that I wouldn't be satisfied with simply returning my son to life. I had to shatter this order once and for all, and make it so that neither Pharasma and her lackeys, nor death itself could ever stand between us. Only by stepping beyond the bounds of what had been ordained for mortal kind. By obtaining powers that rivaled the divine, could we become free. And with this newfound purpose, I turned myself into a half-demon. Fusing the spiritual essence of the two planes was the only way I could achieve my goal. I let the abyss into my soul, and into this world. I opened the world wound. I danced around 3 demon lords, making them assist me without ever revealing my true intentions. They just believed they were dealing with another power-hungry mortal. But in reality, I was after one thing. I wanted to find what was left of my son's soul, and give him a new birth. One that would prevent anything from ever harming him again. And then I found you. I chose you because I felt a faint affinity to you. I thought your soul could accept the remains of my son's soul, like the soil takes a seed. I thought I could bring back my child by tethering the mangled remnants of his soul to a pure mortal soul untouched by the abyss. I thought the power of the Nahindrian crystals would allow me to protect him forever. That I could tear him away from the dominion of mortal nature. But I was mistaken in both assumptions. Now I'm about to face the consequences of my mistake. You will witness them as well.
Ooh, I thought she was gonna tell me that I was her son, and I was not ready for some Darth Vader bullshit.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Kill.
Into the fray.
Let us be careful.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
I don't even know what I really want. Do I even need anything at this point? Probably not. Let's just have everyone take last stand, I guess.
should prepare.
You do become her son? Oh my god. That's hilarious. Yep, Tobias, Threed is in chat. Apparently you still can't see him. For some reason, you guys, like, I don't know, Threed, can you ever see Tobias's chat? Can you see Tobias's chat? Because he can't see yours. It's so funny that this keeps happening. I don't know why it keeps happening to you guys, but it's pretty funny.
I, Arilu Vorlesh, the one you call the betrayer, have nothing to
You guys
offer
can't see
you
each other's chats at all.
I will give you the chance to avenge your death. Rise.
So Threed can't see your chats either. That's hilarious.
Into my heart. I will devour your souls to loosen its freezing grip.
I wonder why it's happening. Oh, great. This is it, right? This is the This is the part that we were talking about. Awesome. This is This is it. Oh no. Oh no. Just pelt the bastard. Let's go.
You are nothing before me.
Get him.
Retreat is not an option. This is why I'm go.
It isn't my time.
We did it! Yay! Easy clap. It's a bummer you guys can't see each other though, because you both have really nice things to say most of the time.
The mortal who ventured recklessly into the abyss has now reached threshold. In Is, you struck down my creator and master Daskari. But if that makes you dismissive of his echo, if you think I do not pose a threat, then you are greatly mistaken.
Out of my way.
No, I'm not afraid of your threats, and there's nothing you could offer me that would make me withdraw. He lost to you. He lost. The great Daskari himself lost to a mortal. So what happens if I succeed where the Great Lord failed? If an echo destroys the one its originator could not defeat, who would that make me? What would it prove? I'll risk my life to know. You are not just my enemy, you are my chance. A chance I won't miss.
Get him!
Your pain is my pleasure.
Looks like you'll never find out, boyo. Sorry about ya. Sorry about ya. I must know. I must know if I am better than the original discard. Dead. Goodbye.
Follow my steps.
I love the level design in this freaking game, dude. This is just insane. Blue's gonna do, we can too.
This is where it happened. It was here that I conducted the ritual, sewing my soul and the essence of the abyss together. Feeling the world change around me as every stitch brought Galarian closer to the abyss. And it was here that even though you have no memory of it, I did the same to your soul. A researcher must not have any personal feelings for the subjects of their experiments. And yet, I find myself unable to remain completely detached from the world wound. I created it. I allowed it to be. It holds a place in my heart, even if I'm slowly paying for it with my life. A researcher must be particularly resilient in the face of mistakes, incorrect hypotheses, and failed experiments. You are my failed experiment. I think I'll feel some regret for ending your current life. But you can rest assured that such sentiments will not stop me.
I can tell you've been preparing for this battle, this place for battle. But there's more to it, am I right? I sense barrier spells waiting to be activated, and there's something else, something deadly.
You're so adept at magic. Of course, I've been preparing for our meeting. And hopefully I've prepared well.
You merged the remnants of your soul's soul with mine, so why do you want to harm me?
If a hypothesis is proven wrong, it needs to be rejected. But the research process does not stop there. That is all I can tell you right now.
What happens if one of us steps into the wound?
The tearing of the soul, followed by a cruel and terrible death. But it will likely be quick. Yes, it was bound to happen, and happen it will. I am ready. Death is not the end. I've spent 100 years trying to prove it, and I will not stop now. This experiment was unsuccessful, but that just means I need to adjust the initial conditions and try again. I am still alive. I still have time. You, the current you, will have to die, but only to surrender the soul you share with my son. I will start over. This time I will do everything differently. I will work with even greater precision. I will turn the world upside down if I must. I promise.
Ba-dum. Oh, we got all of our spells back. Hold up.
For you!
I never thought that I would be responsible for the creation of my most powerful enemy.
I can see you, Suture. Show yourself.
I've been waiting for you to get distracted so I can stab you in the back.
Stop, listen to me. You've called me a failed experiment, but what if you're wrong?
I would be overjoyed to discover that I am wrong. I tried to hope, even though there was no hope left. But wait, why do you care? Why are you trying to change my mind?
I am myself. I am my own person, not your resurrected child, yet I still feel a connection to you.
A connection. A spiritual kinship. That is so strange. But what makes you think I will listen to your arguments? I have gone too far to turn back. I must walk the path I have chosen.
If you've made up your mind not to listen to me, then there's nothing I can really say that will convince you. I've uncovered your plan. The spells in this chamber, they are designed to kill you if something goes wrong.
How very perceptive. But you didn't think I would make it easy, did you? I won't let you win. You need me alive. You want to use me to close the wound, but I can destroy myself before you have a chance.
I'll stop you, by force if necessary, so don't embarrass yourself with these pathetic attempts to prevent the inevitable.
Fine. Let's say I don't destroy myself. What happens now? You are stronger than I could have anticipated. As your creator, I should be proud to be defeated by the one I have imbued with power. Is there any higher praise? But I'm tired. You won't hear me pleading. Let us finish this experiment here and now.
I'm not going to sacrifice you.
Then what are you going to do? Sacrifice your own life to seal the wound? Just turn around and leave?
It's time to play one final joke on everyone. Except this time, I'm the punchline. The siphon brimming with planar essence explodes into a splatter of multicolored sparks. They wrap around you, drag you toward the edge of the rift, drowning the world in a cacophony of sounds and screams. The walls of Threshold shudder. The very fabric of reality is bursting at the seams. The titanic seams that are rapidly proliferating as Galorian is fused with a dozen other planes. Woohoo! Yes! Life and death, destiny and great deeds, answers to mysteries, and search for one's truth path. The mind can comprehend all of these, and then such concepts can be written down as a sequence of formulas, a series of lines, a chain of thought. Still, a moment always comes when it is time to wrap up, to reach a conclusion, to put a period at the end of the last sentence. Or should it be an ellipses instead? An empty space where the description of the end result should be? After all, a century of crusades changed nothing. The gaping world wound remained on the face of Galorian. Yeah, imagine. Oh my god. The world wound remained open, but like the wound that was slowly killing the commander, he managed to escape his impending death by becoming part of the enigmatic entity known as Shaika the Many, but at what cost? Did the commander's original personality persist, or did it dissolve in Shaika's numerous identities? What was once called the World Wound turned into the crossroads of worlds, open to every outsider at once. Any mortal who ventured there was at constant risk of becoming collateral damage in the struggle between angels and demons, or between devils and azadas. And only the Fae of the First World felt at home there. I became Shaika the Many! Woo! I betrayed the council, lol. After the carnage unleashed by the commander and the painful and humiliating procedure of essence extraction that followed, the council ceased to convene. As one, its members pretended that they had never met each other, knew nothing about any trickster, and had never even heard the name Shaika the Many. No one ever saw Sokobanath again, and his realm fell into decline. Before long, rumors spread throughout Alushanira that the Midnight Isles had gained a new island, one carpeted in silken black grasses, where lurked snakes with silver fangs filled with sweet venom. The energetic King Thaberdine reigned over the merry city of Dresden for many years. He was hailed as the finest monarch in the history of Golorion, as he never interfered in the affairs of the city but simply hosted one festival after another, and the people say that he brought luck to any who raised a glass to his majesty's health. The Church of Cayden Cailean revered him as a saint. Wow. Although the commander became the symbol of the Fifth Crusade, there were still those among the Crusaders who were dissatisfied with his decisions. Years later, their words served as a basis for many alternate versions of the history of the struggle against the World Wound. Your achievements in the Crusade areas of leadership, logistics, and military were not especially impressive. With the conclusion of the war, Dresden, the heroic fortress of the Crusaders, began to wane in importance. The memories of the gruesome battles faded, the deeds of the brave were forgotten. A mere century later, Dresden had once again become just another northern garrison, and the legacy of the Fifth Crusade began to slip into obscurity. Queen Galfrey returned to Neurosian with the intent to rule Mendev as before, but as it turned out, the Mendevian society was hungry for change. The war-ravaged nation desired new leadership, but the queen would not countenance her yielding her authority to anyone else. She believed her duty to the homeland had not yet been fulfilled. Quite a few Mendevians wanted to see Darren Arenday inherit the throne. Yes, my boy Darren! Oh my god. The wardstones from the chain that once guarded the borders of Mendev were carefully disassembled one by one. The angels that had been trapped inside returned to heaven to heal their wounded spirits and prepare for new battles against evil. The Lady in Shadow found a way to benefit from the situation by magnanimously accepting the warriors from the destroyed armies of Baphomet and Discari. She significantly bolstered the might of the Midnight Isles. Few realized that the commander had effectively foiled Anticulus' plans with his decision to keep the passage between the Abyss and Golorion open. The Lady in Shadow began preparing her defenses in secret. She knew that sooner or later, invaders would appear in her realm, and it mattered not whether they would be demons or mortals. Yes, tell me something, Threed. The Demon Lord Baphomet suffered a defeat, but his ambitions were undimmed. The World Wound remained open, and therefore the war with Golorion was not over. The Demon Lord Discari suffered a defeat. He abided his time, continuing to plot his invasion of Golorion, and after that of heaven itself. The cultists that remained on Golorion went mad one after another, tortured by the nightmarish dreams their lord sent to them. The storyteller, as old as the tales he collected, continued his travels across Golorion and occasionally beyond. He knew that out there somewhere was the one story he would never find, his own. Once again, Sela heard the call of the open road. Even after gaining mythic powers and coming face to face with the goddess and demon lords, she never stopped being a paladin and wandering knight whose purpose was to help others. Oh, that's cool. The DLC's right after this. Dope. After the end of the war, Camellia remained with the commander, sharing his life's worries and joys. trying to accept them as her own, yet nothing could help her overcome her worst enemy, boredom. On one moonless night, Camellia simply vanished. About a month later, an assassin by the name of Mireia arrived in Varissia. She had few things in common with the missing woman, apart from a fondness for cutting the hearts of her victims. The young and attractive, she was desired by many of the key players in the Varissian underworld. Mireia bedded plenty of them, but never more than once. None of them were good enough for her. After Horgus' death, an unknown half-elf woman laid claim to his fortune. She introduced herself as Horgus' daughter and presented his will as proof. However, having received the fortune, the young woman transferred it to Mendev's treasury under a single condition. She insisted that the name of Gwyrm family should be forever remembered in Mendev's chronicles as one of the state's greatest benefactors. Wenduag became the queen of the mongrels, and in so doing, assumed her rightful place among her people. She gave her rugged brethren a place to settle, a patch of the untamed waste taken back from the demons. In time, those parts were named the Salt Lands, in remembrance of the sweat and blood paid by the young nation at the dawn of its existence. Thanks to their firm and determined ruler, the Mongol race survived their first perilous years of trials and hardship to forge a great future for themselves. Yeah, cool. Can I be Shaika the Many, though? The Fifth Crusade ended, but not the personal crusade of the mad young preacher. Without saying goodbye to anyone, she left to continue her endless wayfaring. Yeah. Didn't help you. I failed to be her friend. Darren, Arende, embraced his new life. One that was free of the other. He became more mature, his smile grew colder, and his choice of diversions more elaborate, and he acquired an imperious streak. Inquisitor Leoder's blood seemed to have let darkness into Darren's soul, or had it always dwelt there? Whatever the case, in that darkness he was free and happy as never before. To his own surprise, Woljif Jefto became a war hero. Esteem and fame were shortly followed by great wealth. The tiefling did not let his newfound fortune turn his head, but chose to invest the money in several profitable ventures and one charity for street urchins. Within a few years, his signature style came to include a top hat, a cane, and a bit of a belly. There was a lot of talk in the taverns of Absalom about the time soon after the end of the war when Woljifs appeared into the city in the company of Count Darren Arende. It remains unclear whether Darren treated the tiefling as a wayward younger brother or a court jester, but he took pleasure in showing him the world. So, yeah. Rip that one. Didn't do anything with this guy. Didn't really help Greybor. Didn't help Arushale.
And what of me, the writer of these words? The half-demon witch known as the architect of the world wound. I was defeated. The victor spared my life in a gesture that was not quite a boon, not quite charity. I was left without hope, without a chance of finding a purpose again. I lived out my remaining days in an isolated cottage, far from everyone, needed by none, discovered by none. I have recounted the story of my life for you, Pharasma, Lady of Graves. Not only of my life, but of the commander's also. I believe the tale of such an illustrious figure would pique even a goddess's curiosity.
I didn't read the epilogue of anyone that I didn't help. Because they're all just, oh, you didn't do this thing. I quickly read it, I didn't read it out loud, and it didn't say anything about Trickster stuff because I never completed Regil's stuff. I never helped Regil at all. I never did anything for Regil. So I got the one where he just goes off on his own and dies of the bleaching.
Now you know everything. I await your verdict, Goddess.
I also didn't know what the alternate ending of the book would do. I was scared to, like, fuck something up. So I didn't mess with it. Silence hangs over the boneyard. The Lady of Graves is weighing her decision, and it seems the entire universe is holding its breath. Intervene. I appeal to your mercy. Of all the gods, Iomedae was the only one to fight against the World Wound. Even you, Pharasma, stood by and did nothing. Doesn't that suggest the World Wound was not so great a threat to the universe, and Arilu's crimes were not as heinous as claimed?
The laws of the universe have existed for millennia. They are incontrovertible. But even they allow the decider of fate some degree of influence over the verdict. You wrought great evil, while it stemmed from the evil that was done to you. Your actions far exceeded it. Your soul is dark, and there is only one place for you in the universe.
Okay, so this is the voice of Jamandi Aldori, isn't it? This is totally the voice of Jamandi Aldori.
And yet, the one whom you harmed most of all now appeals to me on your behalf. I shall send you to the Maelstrom, the plane on the edge of the world. A place to which the gods' gazes do not stray. There you will find yourself. Or you will perish in the whirlwind of chaos that is your soul. So be it. Now you, the mortal who has risen so high as to stand boldly in the presence of the goddess of fate. You have done the impossible, and you will be remembered as long as this universe exists. You have earned your peace.
Da-da-da! Changed even if you don't help him. You shocked him so much as bleaching reversed 100 years? Oh. I thought it said... Okay. Well, that's my bad. I was trying to not read through anything that I didn't mess with because I don't care for the epilogues of companions I didn't play with very much at all. But if anyone ever wants to, I was on each slide, so you can always go back and read it and check it out. But we finished the game. We fucking did it in only 2 hours because we switched to story mode because those fights are dumb. But we did it. We did it, guys. Holy shit. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. We did it. Incredible. I didn't think it would get done this quick, to be honest. So I don't really have anything else planned for streaming right now. LOL. So, so what I'm going to do is I am going to wrap this up and chill out a bit, maybe post a video today, and then around 8 o'clock, a friend of mine and I, my friend Chaotic Governor and I, are going to be streaming Little Hope from Dark Pictures Anthologies for Spooptober. It's going to be fun to do some co-op stuffs. I hope to see people there. It was great to have Thread, Tobias, and Jonathan, all you guys here, to wrap this beautiful game up. I will be doing a thoughts video at some point. I might even just post my thoughts video today, to be honest. That might be fun. So, we will see. But, yeah. This is the game, guys. We fucking did it. And it was so fun to have you all on the ride with me. It really was. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go play some Animal Crossing. And I'll do my thoughts video at some point today before my second stream tonight. And then hopefully I'll see everyone at 8 o'clock for some spoopiness. And chill out. Yeah. This was fun though. This was a good time, guys. This was a good time. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out, dudes.